So here we are at Midtown. This is Brentwood Road, and we're starting at the southern part at 45th Street. You're going to notice a lot of really cool shops like Uppercuts Bakery, a few other really eclectic type of little shops. On a weekend, on a good weather day, you'll see people walking up and down, hitting some of these shops, going to their restaurants, maybe grabbing some brunch and some other stuff. But it's really, really cool. As you can see, a lot of this stuff has kind of been redone, but you still have the eclectic stuff like the tattoo shop. Or, as you can see, Augusto and some of the other restaurants are super, super cool. And it's really just got a cool vibe to it. I call this whole area Midtown because it's between 45th and 2222, and inside of Airport on the east side, and then up to Mopac on the west side. And that little pocket is really Midtown Austin. As we continue to kind of drive up here, you'll see some more stuff. This is a really cool spot where there's a bunch of food trucks and there's a little park, really cool area. I used to live in this area, so I've always just been super, super fond of it. And as I keep driving through it, I keep noticing more and more changes. It's also so close and so adjacent to the Grove, which I've got another great video on the Grove you should check out, but really, really cool. And obviously at the end of this, you're gonna hit like an HEB, which is gonna have a lot of other stuff. But you'll start to see a lot of different homes. We've got some older bungalow homes in these neighborhoods. The neighborhoods make up Brentwood, Hyde Park, Allendale, Rosedale, and Crestview. And those all kind of compile together to make what I call Midtown. You'll start to see some really cool stuff like these condo developments. You've got retail at the bottom. I know you see that in a lot of different neighborhoods or a lot of different cities, but this obviously still has it. As we're driving by, you got obviously the Voodoo Donuts, Jenny's Little Longhorn. That thing is an Austin staple. They actually do chicken shit bingo on weekends, which is really cool. A-Town, which is super eclectic, a lot of really cool stuff. Taco Flats. I mean, I can go on and on and on, but that strip is what really makes it. And we're just going on the northbound strip. I'm going to also take you down the southbound and show you the whole other side of this little area. Last but not least, I like to end at Phil's Ice House and Amy's Ice Cream. Amy's Ice Cream has been here forever, and it's also originated in the Austin area. You've got a playground and some other stuff out there, so you can take the kids or the family or yourself, grab some food, get some ice cream. You got a little place to kind of run around, and really it's a cool spot overall. First stop, Monkey's Nest, right in the heart of Midtown. This has got a real cozy vibe. You've got a lot of neighbors that kind of meet up here. You see some business meetings here or just individuals working on their laptops. They've got some nice little sandwiches and pastries and of course some great coffee. Let's go inside, check it out, grab a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Here we are on Brentwood Road, the main drag. This is a cool strip. We've got all kinds of stuff from vintage shops, barber shops, restaurants, and even a dive bar or two. What's really cool is it gives it a lot of charm and character. And that's something that I really like about this Midtown area and this strip specifically. Jenny's Little Longhorn's where we're gonna stop and we're gonna work our way down south. Let's go check it out. Now after a big lunch, time to walk some of that food off. Brentwood Park is a great spot. Cool meetups with dogs, just neighbors meeting up together. You've got cool playground, you've got the pool, tennis courts, you can see even some tennis matches out here. Trails, etc. Good place to stop. And like I said, it's in Brentwood Park, also right next door to the elementary. So you see a lot of new construction out here. This is part of Brentwood. Brentwood's gonna have its mix of kind of some of these old bungalows. Not so many craftsmen in this neighborhood like you had in Hyde Park, but this is an ideal kind of, setup where you've got new construction. Sometimes you'll see single family homes, duplexes. Some of these duplexes are basically condoed out, so each side is basically sold individually. This particular one at 5510 Woodrow, Unit 1, was a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,219 square feet. not a bad deal for the area. So now we're kind of just north of 2222, still part of Brentwood, but just kind of the north side. Again, you can see old homes, new construction homes. As we pull up to this one at the 1500 block of Palo Duro, you're gonna see some pretty coolness to it. All right, 1501 Palo Duro, another cool property. Again, we're on the north side of 2222, still in Brentwood. Now you can tell this is an older home that's been redone, really nice. This particular one traded for right around just under the 850 square feet. It's just under 2,000 square feet. All right, here we are, Hyde Park, and right in front of Hyde Park Grill. Definitely a great spot, good lunch. They got a good dinner. Antelli's Cheese Shop. I've gotten a lot of really cool trays here for different events, whether it's a broker open or even just a client event that I want to do. As you go down, you got little cafes, little markets, pizza shops. Uncle Nicky's is definitely a favorite. Come check it out, and let's see the rest of Hyde Park. So here we are now on the north side of Hyde Park. This particular property is at 5300 block of Duval Road. So further north, but you're gonna get a little bit more bang for your buck. Now this one's gonna need some work, but it's another 2-bedroom, 1-bath. This one's actually 1,040 square feet. So we'll need some work, but obviously it's got some charm. It is a few, probably 10 to 12 blocks away, and that does make a big difference. As you get closer to the city, it's always gonna cost more money, and you're also gonna have a little bit nicer area and just more fixed up homes. But like I said, this is a cute little charmer, and as we drive up, you can see some of the work that's been done to a few of these different houses. In fact, this one's a duplex, newer construction. And as we come up, here's another really cool new property, another duplex. A lot of these duplexes are kind of split where each side is sold individually. But again, you still have some ability to do more, ability to do some possible teardowns. But again, overall, Hyde Park in general is going to keep that same old kind of 50s, 60s style, which gives it its charm. So really, tree-lined streets in Hyde Park is what gives it a lot of its charm. And then also, you don't see a bunch of contemporary modern homes here. The craftsman style homes, the bungalows, as you can see, is what's really kind of kept Hyde Park kind of the look and feel that it was originally back when it was first developed, and still the same today. We're gonna pull up on one property. It's about 960 square feet, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. This thing traded for $800K. And again, it's right at the 43rd 100 block of Duval Road, and of Avenue F, and we'll check it out. 4302 Avenue F, really cool spot, cool property. I'm gonna take you inside, let you see what it looks like. This thing's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and right at 960 square feet. So kind of gives you an idea of what you can get in the area. And again, this thing traded out a few months ago, and we're still in 2025. So a little bit more of a depressed market, but again, you can walk to a lot of really cool stuff. You're not far from downtown. And again, we're still considered Midtown. Also with Hyde Park, you're fairly close to UT, but you're not gonna get the UT feel. This is gonna be a little bit more of your young professionals, grad students, etc., that are gonna kind of reside in this area. So different from what we call like the West Campus area and some of the others. This bad boy. Still in the Crestview area, and all these houses are Crestview. We're just kind of more on the northern side, almost to Anderson Lane. Actually, I take it back. Now we're really approaching Allendale. This is North Allendale. And North Allendale definitely has more pizzazz to it. Homes are priced a little bit more. Now you're getting a little bit closer to Mopac or Loop 1. And because of that, It just gets a little pricier, but the homes again are definitely nicer. Rosedale, quaint, cute, and closer to the city. This thing is about 10 minutes from downtown, 15 minutes from the Domain, and really offers a lot. Feeds into a lot of good neighborhoods, schools, parks, not far from the restaurants, and more than anything, it's close to downtown. You got some new construction and some of these older homes. A lot of these older homes, though, have been redone on the inside. Also, you'll see a lot of new construction. It's an awesome house in the North Allandale area. 4,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bath. And as you can tell, it's newer construction. Really, really clean inside. Not too far from the Domain, about maybe 10 minutes from the Domain and 15 minutes from downtown. Let's go inside and check it out. There it is, a day in Midtown. You've got coffee, community, and character. And the other really cool thing about this area is it still has its charm and a really laid-back community to it. If you're looking for another neighborhood like this or other ones, please be sure to check us out. Like, subscribe, or contact me direct. Take care.